Ooh. This is the same imagery. One of the events actually have you unlock this imagery for prices. An insane power poured in. Kokalik hasn't felt so full of life in a long time. From the rift, she pulls out a strange, long sword, emanating a deafening roar. Following this, mania gushes out from the other side. The hush didn't stop it. From the collapsed rift, glowing tendrils ringed out, casting wild light that hit Shalom's face, reflecting a frozen smile with a hint of eerie cracks, as if her long-standing wish had been fulfilled. To
This
die?
is fine. This time, I'm not holding back either.
Is it going to end with like Shalom dying and like her emotional side of Shalom would come back, and then we'll have a Shalom that is all emotion, no rationality? And she's going to be one of those characters that like pure damage types? We'll see. Okay, simple combat. That looked like it would be super difficult, but no. Gears for a true Entrust. Man, that is pretty. Ooh, the petals do add a little bit. The empty courtyard shakes violently. Mechanical cries and roars echo from the void. From the ominously expanding rift, countless light tendrils slowly emerged. The tendrils moves as if alive, illuminating everything they touch. Kokalik, she feels everything returning. Is she gaining power from the sea? This sea? Surrounded by the tendrils of light, the entire space is filled with intense emotion. She breathes finally, as if all the rebellious power enters her body, all the vitality returns to her hands. It is an exhilarating feeling of regaining control of her life.
How refreshing. I'm back.
When did she even go away?
No one can control me. Life is only so long. I'll squander it as I please. Love or hate, it's all up to me. I won't sacrifice for anyone. I won't serve anyone. I'll take pleasure in my revenge. Every minute, every second, I will live freely. I bloom for myself. I live for myself. I die for myself. The one I love most must only be myself. I must hold my fate in my own hands. This is the garden. I've said it countless times.
She sounds like an eagle. She spreads her arms and looks up at the light, laughing and finally shedding tears.
You guys should also live for yourselves. A bunch of fools.
Well, not everyone is insane like you, that they would just live for themselves. There's sometimes in life you just have to make larger than life decisions. Familiar smiling okay, what is happening? Familiar smiling faces appear in the light. Her flower. She wants to hug them, protect them. She wants to sleep peacefully in her own garden. The only one left with her in the end is this ice-cold woman. Shalom stands before the rift. Among the light tendrils, all tendrils are drawn to Kokalik, giving her life and power, conveying an unexplicable emotion. It is the first time she feels emotion from that doll. She looks at Kokalik with a hint of pity and sorrow, but more so a cold anticipation. All conditions to activate the powers have been met. Shalom murmurs to herself.
I know you won't accept it. Your emotions are too intense, as naked as they are brilliant.
She planned this. Fucking hell.
If your life wasn't coming to an end, I would have chosen a milder method. But neither of us has time anymore. So resist all you want. I understand. I accept it all. Even if the flowers I've touched are destined to wither, I must keep you alive.
To hell with you.
He swings her sword and leaps into the light, merging with countless light tendrils, and only Shalom remains in her eyes and mind. The woman whom she could never forgive, whom she refuses to submit to, has unknowingly occupied all of Kokalik's consciousness. She raises a sword to strike her enemy, but the woman opens her arms as if to completely embrace it. Unknowingly occupy... Oh, wait a second. Is her power not to directly enslave? Can her power activate like this? Like if you fill the opponent completely with just you in their consciousness. Like Rahu, she at that moment when she was dying, all she could think about was Shalom, right? Maybe her revenge too though, but maybe in that instant she was all Shalom, so she kind of got combined and enslaved. Then let's see how this goes. Kokolik's life is being restored, but her consciousness is slowly, gradually dissolving. Just as she is about to as she is about to be swallowed by the light tendrils, the space suddenly fractured. An unexpected person forcefully breaks through the invisible boundary, barging into the stormy space. At that moment, Kokalik clearly sees a flicker of surprise in the wax-like woman's eyes. Oh, it's Christina. Guessed as much. Guessed as much. At first, I thought it would be our boy, but that wouldn't make any sense. And I kinda got vibe it is her, Christina. Let's see. Case. What is this one? What is the mentor's motive? The mentor wants to be the underground's lapdog. The mentor wants to wage war against parity. So mentor wants to set the garden free again. Yep, that's the one. Words from the mentor, Chris. I bloom for myself, I live for myself, I die for myself. The one I love most must only be myself. I must hold my fate in my own hands. This is the garden I've salted countless times. BS403, Silent Rebellion. Countless light condense into tentacles, countless emotion converge into tidal waves. They tear open the rift separating reality from mania and gush out. I kinda guessed as much that it was Christina, considering they did set her up to like come here. I don't know how she figured out how to get here and how to break in, but whatever. The tentacle suddenly breaks through a crack above them and crashing into the ground. She quickly is engulfed by the terminant mania in the space. She stands in front of Kokalik, blocking Shalom, panting heavily, seemingly still recovering from the collision.
Stop, Kokalik! This isn't a fight! She's about to swallow you whole! You're still alive. Are you here to get in my way? I snuck in while you were causing chaos, watching you guys fight, but I couldn't intervene until you suddenly pierced her, made her bloom. Then everything went wrong.
So she was about to swallow her, or this is also a plan of Shalom. This is so difficult with her. Shalom is such a fucking weird ass character that you never really know what's her plan and what's not her plan.
This isn't reality. In reality, the flowers she bloomed have already blocked the entire space. Just now, they suddenly started backfiring on you. And when I came in, I understood. You're being controlled. These white lights have entangled you. The more you attack her, the more the white light will swallow you. You'll be brainwashed. Stop now! So you recklessly dove into the flower that swallows people? And followed me in here? All to save me?
Kokalik burst into laughter, her disgust palpable.
Save me? Who are you trying to fool? I'm feeling great right now. Never felt better. I'll kill her soon. And you're here to save her. Even though she's blown you up with her own hands. You're the one being brainwashed.
Her words are merciless, like a knife piercing the already trembling young detective. She struggles to keep her footing, teeth gritted as she holds on amidst the rampaging mania. This is terrifying, beyond anything she's ever faced before. It takes all her strength just to stay on this horrifying battlefield that far exceeds her capacity.
No, I'm here for myself. For my own...
Well, she is an A-class sinner, but these two are like hyper S-class or something. They should really make new classes like SS class or something, or put them there.
You don't even have the courage to look back at her!
The ginger fool in front of her is already covered in wounds, her heart shattered. For some reason, decades of memories flood back. Looking at her feels like seeing every broken person who ever entered the garden, like seeing her old self. The girl didn't shed a single tear while being tortured. What is she doing now? Does she think she'll be treated gently if she makes a sad face? Does she think she can escape by begging for mercy? It's because she can't do anything herself that she blindly believes in other people's kindness, and then she gets trampled on. Oh come on, I didn't even get a thumbnail. What the hell? Kokalik's head throbs as strange images flash through her mind.
No. Don't be blinded by vengeance. She loves it when you're like this. She wants to fan other people's hatred.